Hi everyone, in today's special episode I'm going to be rating FinTok videos, basically videos on TikTok in the financial investing space, and we're gonna see what kind of videos are out there, is there any kind of good advice, and if there are things that we should stay away from. Now I want to note that this is nothing personal against anyone you're gonna see in the video. I'm just gonna give my own personal opinion, and let's jump into TikTok and see what we have here. So right away, putting in the FinTok hashtag, and I'm gonna scroll down here into the middle, and I'm just gonna push one of the squares, and we're gonna see what's gonna be happening from there. So let's go in.
Just downloaded Robinhood? Dude, that brokerage sucks. Why? They don't even charge any trading fees. I mean, that's technically true, but Robinhood is also likely executing your trades at a worse price than you'd get at another brokerage. Wait, what? Yeah, Robinhood sells your order flow data to hedge funds, which they then use to make money off your trades. Can you explain it like I'm five? Let's say you want to buy a share of Apple, and Robinhood has the bid-ask spread as $200 and $200.05, or a spread of 5 cents. When you send your order to Robinhood to buy that one share, Robinhood immediately sells that information to a hedge fund, and that fund goes and buys Apple at $200 and then sells it back to you at $200.05, pocketing that 5 cent difference. So basically, am paying trading fees via worse entry and exit prices? Yep, and they're doing it millions of times a day. Seems like false advertising, huh? Yeah, it'd be a real shame if more people found.
Okay, so I'm actually following TikToks, and shout out to him. He does great content. This is an excellent example. So Robinhood does make a profit on those bid-ask spreads and selling that order flow. And I actually did just today, on this recording day, a researching stocks episode on the Robinhood Q2 2021 earnings. So this is true. This is how they make revenue, and it is really based on how much volume they have. The more volume they have, the more they can do this millions times a day. So great video. Continuing on.
If you're a teenager, stop watching this and watch this video. When you turn 18, you are going to become the consumer to a lot of companies. First company that's going to come after you harder than anything is credit cards. What they're going to tell you is, look, you spend money no matter what, right? Why not just have a credit card, spend the money you would spend anyway, and earn flyer miles, points, dollars? You're like, yeah, let's do it. What they really want is you to buy things you can't afford and pay it down the road. Because the more you owe, the more they make. Here's the truth. Credit is important. Get one credit card, only buy things you can afford, and pay that thing off every single month, no matter what. Because if you can stay out of debt, you can learn how to invest like the credit card companies do, and have other people pay you to use your money. Follow to learn.
Okay, so I've never seen this guy before, Mike Taylor. I agree with some of the things he's saying here. I can't agree with everything, just because I think you should have different credit cards for different needs, especially if you are going to capitalize on different types of rewards. So if you don't have a lot of self-control, yes, take his advice one-to-one. But if you do have a high level of, self-control, then I'm not sure this is the best strategy in terms of managing credit cards. But, different strokes. So let's continue.
Hi, I'd like to rent a car, please. Sure, but you're gonna have to pay $50 a day for car insurance. It's cool. I'll rent the car using my credit card. My credit card already has car rental insurance, so I don't have to pay any extra fees. Dang it, I hate it when you guys know your credit card hacks. Hi, I'd like to rent a car, please. Sure.
Okay, so this is interesting. So when I travel, I also have travel insurance for my credit card. So this is the kind of things that you should really check all the benefits your credit card has. Great video. And I also follow this creator, which usually has some decent content and pretty much good stuff. So moving on.
I made $5,000 at GameStop.
So if we're going to see the same creator, I'm just going to be moving on to the next video just so we can give more creators a chance.
Stitch this with your most unpopular piece of advice that you swear by.
Money is not real. What something is worth is not tied to time and is not tied to an object. An hour of your life is not worth $15 any more than a year of your life is worth $50,000. If you ask 10 people what a house is worth, you're going to get 20 answers. During the U.S. housing crash, when houses went from 400,000 to 100,000, where did the 300,000 go? It vanished, like it never existed, because it never did. And in the last 10 years, when house prices went from 100 to 400, where did the extra 300 come from? It wasn't like someone came by and gave it to the homeowner. It appeared out of nowhere. School won't tell you this, but the value of something in terms of money is tied to your feelings. Society is happy, the price goes up. When society is sad, the price goes down. This is why Warren Buffett says you need to be fearful when others are greedy, and greedy when others are fearful.
Okay, so this was just kind of a mix of a lot of things, and I'm just gonna touch the things that are really, like, personally for me, annoying. When you're talking about prices of things, why they're up, why they're down, you have to start with the fundamentals. You can't sugarcoat it. There is supply and demand, and our feelings can move around because of different fluctuations in supply and demand. And yes, feelings can give value for something, but in the end of the day, a value is either created when something is getting an investment or being sold. And if there's no demand to kind of increase the price of something, then a value can just be an imaginary value. So there is some sense to what he's saying, but not enough for me to want to follow or agree with most of what the video said. So moving on.
Millennials in the workforce need to understand these.
Moving on.
How are you?
Gramps, how you doing?
Aren't you glad you bought that stock?
Yeah. How about you?
Let me tell you what I made. I made $12,776. $4,000 today.
Holy shit. Wow. Yeah, it killed it the past 2 days. I had to give you a call.
You know, I bought some more.
Yep.
Yeah.
And,
Well, it's doing good. What else you got? You got any other hot tips?
No, not right now.
Okay, just a cute video of somebody calling his grandpa. Nothing too special, but that grandpa felt really authentic. It was a cute video. Continuing on.
If you're 18 years old and you just got a...
How on earth am I supposed to put $40,000 down to buy a $200,000 house? Why do you think you need 40 grand? Because that's 20%, I thought. You do not need 20% down on a house anymore. What? There are so many loan options now. You can put as little as 3.5% down. That's only $7,000 on a $200,000 house. Seriously? Yeah, one option is an FHA loan. They're especially good for first-time homebuyers. Okay, that all sounds amazing. So what's the catch? Well, there's this thing called mortgage insurance. What's mortgage insurance? Talk more about mortgage insurance in part 2.
Okay, so my advice is don't take too much leverage on buying a home, period. Enough said. Moving on.
Just bought 1,000 shares. Hey, you want to know?
Exposing TikTok investors, part 3. First, we have the phony Grant Cardone who actually blocked me on TikTok. He claims he's a billionaire, but he's not on the Forbes billionaire list, and he brags about how he pays little taxes. He also says that being poor is immoral. Yet reported by The Real Deal, he's facing lawsuits for misleading investors on properties worth $100 million. Next, we have her first 100K. She claims that she makes $100K a month, yet tells a course to her followers that she says is worth $1,750, but you only have to pay $97. But if you read the fine print, she's not a financial advisor, so her courses will probably have generic information that you can probably just Google for free. Finally, we have T. Cruz NC. He brags about all the rental property he owns, and brags about how he takes advantage of Section 8, the low-income housing program in the US, make lots of money. He takes advantage of government programs meant to help the less fortunate, yet he claims he doesn't want to rent to felons. Claims he owns so much, yet he still has to sell a $470 a year Discord, and tries to sell $500 an hour courses. Exposing TikTok.
Okay, so interesting. Somebody who's exposing fake investors. So funny to watch a video like this while doing a video like this. And actually, not too bad. And I like when other creators are not afraid to call out other creators. One of my favorite creators on YouTube right now is somebody called CoffeeZilla, and I totally recommend checking him out. And Wolfie5524, cool video, really nice. Continuing on.
Je viens de voir que mon compte est en négatif et je me demandais si j'aurais des frais. Bon, je regarde.
Okay, so I don't speak French, so we are going to continue on.
So for this house,
So why would you people...
Would you rather have this house or this one? So the reason why you shouldn't choose this house is because it's a liability, which means it's going to take money out of your pocket. This would be smarter because this is a duplex. So it's just one big house split into two. So you can live in this unit and then rent out this unit. And then the rent you get from here goes down to paying the mortgage. And then you basically end up almost living for free. Would you rather have...
Okay, this video is solid advice, and I think that everything she said was right. And yes, the more you buy something really, really expensive, it is a liability. It is not an investment. So do I think you should buy a duplex? I'm not sure that is the only option you have, but yeah, it's a smart move in case that you find a good deal. So
You're 25 years. How do you become? Hey, coronavirus.
What if there's a power outage? I'll show you what happens. This is a CyberPower 900 watt PSU. It'll give me about 20 minutes of runtime if the power ever goes out. It's powering up this desktop, 1, 2, and 3 monitors. And by my Wi-Fi, I have another one. It'll give me about 60 minutes of runtime. It's powering my NVR, a couple of Raspberry Pis, and my Comcast business modem. What if there's a...
okay, cool. If you're almost in any kind of business that you need real-time access to things, this is one of the more important things, to have a backup plan for your electric and if you have a power outage. So cool video. Moving on.
Hey, did you know that? This is what you...
Hey,
Dude, don't...
hey, why do some restaurants only accept cash? Oh, they're probably committing tax fraud. Huh? What? Yeah, with cash, it's a lot easier to lie about the revenue you're actually making. Wait, why would they want to lie? Well, if you make less money, you pay less in taxes. Oh, so that Chinese restaurant that I always go to is committing tax fraud? Man, I don't know, maybe. Hey, why do some
okay, in terms of this video, I don't like to assume. There is some logic to it, but I prefer not to touch this subject. There are some restaurants that are just managed by very elderly people who don't want to deal with running their business with credit cards and cash flows and things like that. They rather have cash in the hand and they know what to do with it and run their business. I've seen falafel stands that had an 85-year-old owner and they don't want to accept credit cards, and I respect them. So moving on.
Dude,
I was talking to this girl and she was like, I'm so glad you're in college. I'm so sick of these finance bros breaking my heart. Where do you think I'm interning? Me and the boys are pre-gaming in Murray Hill if you want to send Mr. Purple later. I was talking to this girl and she...
okay, kind of funny. Gave me a small laugh. Moving on. I don't know if you'll have $4 million by the time you reach retirement, but definitely put money in your IRA as much as you can when you are 18. It's a great time to start investing. So yeah, kudos to your rich BFF.
Yeah. Look at you. You're in bed right now watching me make a shit ton of money. My name is...
Redacted AF.
And since I can't tell you my name due to legal reasons...
what's the difference between... Hey, I want to...
What's a piece of information that you learned that feels illegal to know?
Alright, it's just us.
When you realize how much money you can save off of your rent and your utilities because you can write off your apartment rent on your taxes because you set up a home office, first pick a portion of the home or pick a room altogether where you're going to decide where you are going to set up your laptop and maybe your printer from. And then identify if this is going to be an exclusive use, meaning this is only going to be an area designated to taking business calls and handling business on your laptop. Applying this method, you can have direct expenses and indirect expenses, which you'll see right here. So you can deduct a portion of your rent based on your apartment's total square footage for the amount of office space that you're using, up to 300 square feet. For example, you have 8,000 square foot apartment that costs you about $1,000 a month, and let's say you're using one of the rooms at 300 square feet, you can take the 30% renter's deduction, which is going to be $300.
Okay, smart ninja move of using the tax code properly. Great piece of content. So to kind of summarize, TikTok has actually some great investing advice, and not everything there is wow, but you can find on TikTok some really great educational content. So if you want to check it out yourself, just go on your TikTok app and write FinTalk and tell me what you find. Let me know in the comment section if there's somebody that you think I should check out. And if you found this video useful, this is the time to smash that like button. It is free and it helps me a lot. And if you're new to the channel, if you've never been here before, this is the time to hit the subscribe button and the bell for notifications so you know when a new video comes out. Thanks for watching. See you next time.